So close, so close, so close. Oh man, the Raptors almost had it in Denver. Welcome to Raptorland. Like, subscribe, listen. This is game 69 reaction. Raptors at Denver. Raptors coming to Denver on a 4-game winning streak, 3-game winning streak, I believe. Finally got it together, figured it out. The whole narrative about the Raptors can't beat good teams, can't figure it out, has kind of been erased the last 4 games because the Raptors have seemed to have figured it out. And they roll into Denver, a former champion. Jokic, he got a haircut. Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon. This is a real test. They won this game, would solidify going to the playoffs. So for them, this was a big game. You always want to get the playoff clinching game out of the way. So it helps your psyche. Your team knows you're going to the playoffs. Your city knows you're going to the playoffs no matter what. It's just a game you want to get out of the way. So this was a playoff game for the Denver Nuggets. And it felt like one. This is real basketball, guys. We were watching like hoops. This game was fun. The Raptors came out strong, as they always do. They have a strong starting 5. Everybody's healthy except for Colin Marie Boyles. So everyone was doing their thing. The Raptors came out really, really aggressive, really serious, matched Denver's championship energy. It was good to see. They beat them in the first quarter, and the Raptors were hanging tough. Second quarter, Denver obviously came back a little bit and evened it up as it got to halftime. And then the second half was just a back and forth battle of strategy, wits, and all-stars, pretty much. Jokic got into the game, was doing his thing. I mean, I only get to watch him twice a year. I'm in the East Coast. Former MVP, probably current MVP. This man can do everything that there possibly can be done on a basketball court. It is honestly amazing to watch. He's a center. He's not really in shape, and he brings the ball up the floor like a point guard. He's passing. He's rebounding. He is all over the boards. You can't get this guy off the boards. He's posting up. He's quarterbacking. He can shoot threes, fadeaways, and his spin game. You know, Pascal Siakam, as Raptor fans, he used to spin around all the time. That was his main move, probably still is his main move. But Jokic, he leans on you. He figures out which way you're trying to push him, and he'll do that for a good 7 seconds. Just moving his body, shaking around, feeling your body. And with the second he feels that you committed to a direction, he spins the other way and then might fake spin back. Like, I've never seen somebody that big and that smart move like that. And he's completely unselfish. He could probably average 45 points a game if he wanted to every game, but that's the last thing on his mind. He wants to get his team involved, and he's just a really good player. And to think that he's paired with Canadian, our own Jamal Murray, who is a problem. Jamal Murray doesn't get enough credit. He's kind of on that Jason Tatum list of really, really good players with a ring that don't get talked about, don't get credit. But Jamal Murray is legit. He is an assassin. The Raptors had no answer for Jamal Murray. I love Jamal Shed, but Jamal Murray was posting him up every chance he got, because as good as Jamal Shed is on defense, he is not 6'5". He's not a 6'5" point guard. And as good as he is on defense, and he is great, he is elite. Jamal Shed is elite defender. Let me put that out there. In his second year, he's an elite defender. Jamal Murray was just unguardable, period. Quickly can't do nothing with Jamal Murray. So he was pulled from the game multiple times to see if Jamal Shed could do something. He couldn't. He was just posting him up and had him in the Shed in the torture chamber. Had Shed in the shed, if you will. Not to be corny, but it's a fact. And let's get to the X factor of the game. Tim Hardaway Jr. What the hell? This guy came out like gangbusters. He's the reason that the Nuggets broke the game open. He is a gunner. I knew he was a gunner in New York, but Denver picked him up this season, and he's a true gunner. The ball touches his hands. It is up, and it is flying to the rim, man. He is a shooter, and he shot the whole game and really knocked the Raptors out of the flow, out of the back and forth, and gave Denver some separation that they were trying to get for the whole game. But the Raptors were hanging tough, man. I was talking about Jokic. Jakob Poeltl did a great job, as good a job as you can possibly do guarding Jokic. Like, not even stopping him from scoring or anything like that. I mean, just like straight guarding, intelligence versus intelligence. They're 2 smart centers, 2 7-footers, 2 Europeans, and Yak guards him as good as anybody in the NBA. Yak is so valuable for the Joel Embiids, for the Jokic's, for those tall, cerebral, brute force centers. I don't think there's a better defender than Yak. He's not just going to hack and foul you. He's not going to do stupid things. He just plays fundamental defense. And if you score, you score. He's not going to, you know what I mean? Like, I love Yak for those reasons. And he played great defense, even though the Joker had a great game. And Yak had a great game himself offensively. He's back. His back is no longer hurting, and Yak is back. And it's just awesome. I know the Raptors lost, but it wasn't like they collapsed in the end, kind of lost like how it's been all season. They just got beat by a former championship team that's finding their groove at home. It wasn't really anything more than that. I can't point to something the Raptors did that was so terrible that they blew this game away. It wasn't like that. A better team, a more experienced team, a team that knows exactly who they are and where they're going, won the game. We're still trying to figure it out. We only just figured it out 4 games ago. So to even be in the game with Denver at home was honestly a step in the right direction. Like I said, this game could have been anybody's, but when it got to the 4th quarter, it was Jamal Murray. He was the difference. The Joker went to the bench for a much-needed rest, and it was a bunch of bench players. It was a bunch of bench players and Jamal Murray, and Jamal took over the game. Jamal and Tim Hardaway Jr. took over the game, plain and simple. No one could guard Jamal. He was hitting threes. He was driving to the rim. He had this one play where the Raptors scored and Denver inbounded the ball, and Jamal ran all the way from inbound line to inbound line with the ball, unstopped, crossing everybody up, got all the way to the rim. And I was like, oh, this guy is not playing games. And I had the unfortunate pleasure of listening to the Denver broadcast. I always try to listen to the Raptors broadcast, but sometimes, you know, a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do to watch the game. And I had to listen to the Denver broadcast. And it's always interesting to hear how other broadcast teams view your team. Like, obviously they're going to be homer towards Denver, but to hear what they had to say about the Raptors, and it's just so funny to hear how they think about us. They think that we're a young team trying to figure out a way. They think Brandon Ingram is completely unguardable, a professional scorer. They seem to think Scotty Barnes is overrated. They like him and they respect him as an all-star, but they just kind of like, Scotty Barnes can do everything and we don't really know what he does kind of vibe. And it's just like, he's trying to be defensive player of the year. I don't know. You guys should get out of the mountains and pay more attention to Toronto. But anyway, back to the game. To hear them talk about the Raptors is just funny. They respect us, but they know we're a good team, but they are homers all the way. Any foul calls and stuff like that is just hilarious. Jokic was flopping all game. I didn't know Jokic was a flopper. I hate that you get hit and then you cock your head back like you got shot so the refs see it. I hate that shit. I didn't know Jokic was a part of that gang, that flopping gang. I hate that, man. I really, really do. There's this one play where Brandon Ingram brushed Jokic and Jokic dropped to the ground as if he got hit with the sledgehammer. I watched the replay like 100 times and I'm just like, how can you even like feel good about yourself trying to do that? It's just a stupid thing. I hate flopping so much. It's been in the game for a while now, but it's just so stupid. It just gets on my nerves. But anyway, let me get back to the point of the game. So all in all, Tim Hardaway Jr. was the reason that the Raptors got blown out of contention in this game. And they lost. First game of the road trip, they lost to Denver. Denver clinches a playoff spot, and we move on. Let's get into the stats for this game. It was a good one. Let's see who did what. Let's start with Denver. Aaron Gordon, 28 minutes. He was a menace. He was all over the place in this game. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 6 of 10 shooting. He had a good game. Cam Johnson from the Nets, now playing with Denver, has a chance at a ring. A very smart player, very good player. 30 minutes, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 of 7. To be honest, in this game, I know he's a good player, but he kind of looked out of sorts and like he didn't really fit with the Nuggets, to be honest. That's just my personal eye test opinion, but we move on. Jokic, the Joker, 37 minutes, 22 points, which is low for him, 8 rebounds and 9 assists. Every game, he almost gets a triple-double. 9 of 14 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3. To be honest, I thought he had way more points, way more rebounds, and way more assists in this game. That just shows you how he's everywhere. But this is almost triple-double for him is a normal run-in-the-mill game. This was not even a good game for him. You put This game on anybody else had that stat line, we'd be talking about it. But for the Joker, it's like a low game. That's how much of a good player he is, man. MVP for real. Jamal Murray, oh Canada, baby. 39 minutes, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 10 of 18 from the field, 9 of 10 from the line. Jamal Murray put on a show. I don't know why he's not talked about. I guess Denver's not like a big, beautiful market, but neither is OKC. And SGA is a Canadian that everyone knows about and loves and respected across the world. So I don't know why, and has a ring. So, and is a point guard, an oversized point guard like Jamal Murray from Canada who has a ring, but no one talks about Jamal Murray. It's very, very interesting. But 31 points, I mean, I'll take him on our team. Tim Hardaway Jr. Now, this was the X factor in the game. Tim Hardaway Jr., 27 points. Sorry, Tim Hardaway Jr., 27 minutes, 23 points, 8 of 16, 7 of 10 from 3. I repeat, 7 of 10. And all 7 of those threes were daggers. Every time they went, I felt it in my body, like boom, 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 boom. Like, oh, they were so timely for Denver. He's going to be the X factor for them. They needed a boost. They needed some type of other scoring besides Jokic and Murray. And obviously Tim Hardaway Jr. is not an all-star or anything like that, but he will definitely help them in a pinch when Jokic is not going well or being triple teamed or Jamal Murray doesn't have it. Tim Hardaway has that, what does Bill Simmons call it? Irrational confidence. He's like a J.R. Smith, like a Jamal Crawford, Lou Williams. Just comes off the bench and guns like Emmanuel Quickley used to be in New York. He's an X factor for them, and he was the X factor in this game. Bruce Brown, former Raptor, 21 minutes, 12 points, 3 assists. I'm not a big Bruce Brown fan. I know he is beloved in Denver, but his stint with the Raptors and the Pacers were kind of meh. I don't really see the big thing about him. I guess he's just plays better in Denver. He's comfortable there. They understand him. He was an Energizer Bunny for them in the past, but he didn't really do much of anything this game. He definitely couldn't guard Scotty Barnes or Brandon Ingram or RJ Barrett. So just saying. And that's pretty much it for the Denver Nuggets. Now, stats for the Raptors in a loss on the road. Scotty Barnes, 38 minutes, 15 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 of 18. Decent job. That's kind of Scotty's line now these days. Can't forget the 2 blocks. Brandon Ingram, B.I. 35 minutes, 19 points, 7 of 12, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. I mean, I would have liked him to shoot more than 12 shots since he made 7 of them, but, you know, they were double, triple teaming him. They planned for Brandon Ingram, man. Sometimes B.I. can get 40 points, but sometimes teams just decide you're not scoring, and they quadruple team him and make him give up the ball, and there's not much you can do about that. Jakob Poeltl. 35 minutes for Yak, 23 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double, 10 of 14 from the field. I've been praising him like crazy the last couple of games, but Yak is clearly back. Emmanuel Quickley, who has not been playing very well, but we haven't had to talk about it because the Raptors have been winning. Quick, 33 minutes, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 of 11. Played a lot better. He had some good stretches in this game where Denver was on a crazy run and the crowd was about to get into it and we were about to get the doors blown off of us. But Quick hit some crazy pull-up threes and his little shake and bake Emmanuel Quickley stuff that he does every now and then. And he kind of kept us in the game, so I can't really say too much bad about Quick in this game, even though he's been playing not too great. He tried. He always tries. He's very inconsistent. This game he was decent. RJ Barrett, the bully, 33 minutes. 18 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 14. RJ played a decent game, but kind of null. Jacoby Walter keeps scoring every game. 23 minutes, 14 points, 4 of 6, 4 of 5 from 3. We need more of that. Jamal Shed, 21 minutes, 4 points, 5 assists, 207. Jamal Shed did not have a great game. Again, his defense on Jamal Murray was admirable, but Jamal Murray honestly had him in the torture chamber, and it was annoying to watch. I wish they would have subbed Jamal out, changed the coverage somehow, because it was just the size difference was too much. It was just too much, and I worry about that going forward with Jamal. He's good, but At the end of the day, a bigger point guard could just bully him, period. It's a liability, and I'm not afraid to say it. Mamu, 13 minutes, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, non-factor. Jamison Battle, 5 minutes, 3 points, non-factor. Again, no Grady Dick. I'll mention it every time. He's still glued to that bench in that doghouse, baby. So, Raptors lose. We move on. It was a fun game. I like games like this that are ethical ball that you can just watch and dissect and actually care about. Unlike the Bulls game, last game was just like unwatchable. Even though the Raptors were winning, it was just unwatchable. So, Raptors lose. It happens. Raptors are now 39-30. Sky's not falling. We're okay. This is a good team, a championship caliber team, and we hung tough for majority of the game. It is what it is. We move on to the next one, and I'll be there with the morning after as always. Thank you for listening and watching Raptorland. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I'll be back with game 70 of the season the morning after.